Y'all ready for the Sandbox game? Climbing up the blockchain. We be hitting like it's. We be hitting like it's. Yeah, running to the top now. Till we riding with that top down. Yeah, I'm ready to play. I ain't stepping on no brakes. Let's just get going. Yeah. Woke up in the metaverse, got a plan, I bet it works. They trying to kill the messenger for they know how the meta works. Locks finally broken, we saw the code and rewrote it. 100 mil on our tokens, the Sandbox got it open. Assets on assets, they pause, we take action. Y'all stick to the classics and live in the past tense. You never take it serious, looking at the Ethereum, saying we're all delirious, all mistaken experience for answers. All my people are stacking sand and we dancing. Taking pictures with Snoop in the Meta Mansion. Some NFTs for my team like we got the passion. I still hit the game like I swear to God it's my anthem. Buying land, stack it up, I'm using sand. Link it with my mans, VoxEdit 150 grand. You don't understand, we bigger than brands. And what's in your hand, Sandboxes do what they can. Blowing up, about time we only going up, going up. Nah, there ain't no controlling us, trolling us. Get your hands, go ahead and throw them up, throw them up. Y'all ready for the Sandbox game? Climbing up the blockchain. We be hitting like it's. We be hitting like it's. Yeah, running to the top now. Till we riding with that top down. Yeah, I'm ready to play. I ain't stepping on no brakes. Let's just get going. Y'all ready for the Sandbox game? Climbing up the blockchain. We be hitting like it's. We be hitting like it's. Y'all running up the top now. Till we riding with the top down. Yeah, I'm ready to play. I ain't stepping on no brakes. Let's just get going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all ready for the Sandbox?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I am Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by Lucas's right. How's it going, Lucas?
Hey everyone, how are you? How are you, Alex?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
I'm having a little trouble with my chair here, so if I look like I'm squirming or fidgeting, that's something's going on. I don't know. Maybe
it's
a pebble.
just the mice. It's just the mice.
Maybe demons. I don't know. Something's happening.
So I had put out a tweet before this show. Yeah, Radcon Dad tried invading our chat real quick. He was
He can
too
come
late.
in if he wants to.
I mean, I'd be happy for Conrad to hang out with us. But if he's got work related questions, it's gonna have to wait because right now we're doing the stream. So nobody answered my tweet about playing games. So if you want your game to be played here on stream, let me know in the chat. Make sure you tell me what page number it's on so I can find it real quick. But before that, we've got some news. There's another game jam starting up. There is a VoxEdit game jam.
Oh.
So let's
When was that announced?
This morning, I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
gonna be really cool. I am excited to see what comes out of that.
Well, I always have trouble like getting Twitter to cooperate with the size I want here. There we go. That's a little too big. There we go. That's better. Now you can see the whole picture. I'm seeing page 19, Space Maze. Another call for Glowbox Run. Okay. On page 26-ish. Lucas, can you mark those down? Note those? And we'll
give
check
me
those out.
one moment. Can you repeat those for me?
Yeah, that's Glowbox Run on page 26-ish and Space Maze on page 19. All right, so VoxEdit Game Jam starts June 13th through the 26th. There's a 15,000 sand prize pool, as well as VoxEdit NFTs. So June 13th is the, it says game announcement. Technically, I think it's announced, maybe a little bit early. Submissions start on the 13th. Submissions close on the 26th. There's going to be a judging review period starting on the 28th. And that's going to run for a few weeks to give a chance for everything to be tested. Award ceremony on July 23rd. So nice long judging period in there, so that way they can check everything out thoroughly. First place is 6,000 sand and a VoxEdit NFT. Second place is 3,500 sand and an heirloom artifact. Third place is 20,000, not 20,000 sand, 2,000 sand, and one VoxEdit Shadowbox. Wow.
I think we know what you're saying.
Gotta wake up the mouth here for the talking that's happening. A VoxEdit Sandbox avatar. I've been saying the word sandbox about 500 times a day for the past 3 years.
Sounds about right.
Today it was like Shadowbox, not Sandbox, Shadowbox. Totally, that's exactly what I meant to say.
Got it.
VoxEdit Sandbox avatar, and then 500 sand and a rare Cypherine sword and shield set for each of the 4th through 10th places. I showed those on stream before. They're pretty slick looking sword and shield combo. We can get the FUD out of the chat.
Oh,
if you wanna.
Yep.
I don't know if you can get that on Twitch. Actually, I don't have the option to block that on Twitch through Restream.
I'm on into Twitch. Got it. Sorry, I was putting together the form a little bit some more. I wanted to add, like I said, I wanted to add the link tree into that, and for some reason that took me a second.
No, that's all right.
Oh, here we go.
So yeah, there should be a Medium article here. Here it is, with all the details. Yeah, I mean, it's silly FUD too. It wasn't even like, you know, sometimes there's like a borderline where there's like a reasonable amount of doubt or you know, uncertainty.
Mm-hmm. It's okay to ask questions.
Yeah, it's absolutely okay to ask questions, but like, is sand a scam? Like, is it? I mean, like, it's only if Ethereum's a scam, right?
It's fair.
As much of a scam as Ethereum. That's the official word on that.
Do you think crypto is a scam? Then this is the wrong business for you.
Yeah, this might be the wrong area, friend.
Like, there is a lot of other channels you could be watching. You don't have to hang out here. All right. So it talks a bit about the lore here. I think they've got a link to their lore decks, which is actually pretty cool. If this is the one I've seen before, yeah. There's a lot of lore around VoxEdit. You can learn about the different characters, the archetypes, the world. There's stories from the community, all sorts of neat bits that you can include as you develop your game for the game jam, so you can be more in tune with the universe.
That's what I feel like. That's when you know a project really cares, and when they're really invested in things, is when it's not just faceless characters on a page, but there's, you know, character development behind it. When there's history, when there's actual lore, that's when you know that the team is invested, or in my opinion, at least.
Yeah. So lots of good info here. I did paste the link in the chat. So go ahead and check that out. You can also always go to sandboxgame.medium.com to check out all the latest news, as well as follow the Sandbox Game on Twitter. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into, I think it was page 26-ish, for, what was the game called?
The game was called, one moment. Ooh, Glowbox Run on page 26-ish.
Okay. All right, let's go back to 26. Let's see if it's in there. Maybe 25, just in case. Nope. There's Groove Pad. That looks a bit interesting. Coin Rush.
Hey, Space Maze is on page 19. That was the first one you talked about. If you want me to look for Glowbox Run while you play something.
Yeah, well, I'll jump to, you said page 19?
Page 19 was what you told me was Space Maze was on.
All right. Let's go back to 19 here. Space Maze by Space Raccoon. All right. Let's check this one out.
Love a healthy space raccoon.
Who doesn't?
Oh, yeah.
Trash pandas from Mars are the best.
It's a great movie title.
Trash pandas from Mars
are the best. You got to say the whole thing.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Trash
fair enough.
pandas from Mars are the best. Like that's the whole. That's the whole title.
I'd watch it in a heartbeat.
Exactly.
I absolutely would. And if there's not some sort of a Guardians reference in there, then I'm just gonna be furious. I mean, it sounds like I kind of created this movie, so if I don't do it, then who will?
All right.
Right now, I'm poo-pooing on my own video. Wow, how dare I?
All right. Invaders are corrupting the ship. Save the ship and stay away from the corrupted areas. All right. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this guy.
Can't get the video to work right now.
This is a nice avatar. I like this. Is this equipment? It's equipment. It's me under there.
Ooh, that's even better.
Oh, it's...
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. What is the name of those arms? Is that the exoskeleton armor?
This is the advanced spacesuit.
Oh, okay. Every time I
Bye.
log into the Sandbox's marketplace, when I go past the items that are for sale, I always see that exoskeleton armor, and I'm always excited for the day that finally launches. And I thought this might have been it. Nope, still gotta wait.
No, this is by Arumida. They've all got max stats, so these aren't minted yet, but they look nice. They match my outfit here. I've got my my Ukraine shirt on here.
Well, they
Good
really
news
do.
about that. I almost forgot. I got a letter in the mail. The donation that was raised by me and Crawfish Killer, who is one of the he's part of the, well, I don't know if it's he or she. Crawfish Killer is part of the VoxEdit community and donated very generously about $13,000 worth of ETH. And then I raised some additional money. I'm still working on doing other fundraising stuff, but I added to that 2,000 of my own, and that went out to the American Red Cross on behalf of Ukraine. It's a long story, and I'm not going to say it all on stream. But issues with like banks not letting wire transfers happen, just very rude bank managers thinking that I was trying to do some sort of scam. Lots of back and forth, long drives to the correct bank. Finally got a cashier's check to the American Red Cross, and they accepted it on behalf of Ukraine. I will post a picture of that letter with my address redacted to Twitter later when I get a chance to scan it. But it's great. So, we were able to send $15,000 to help get medicine, food, blankets, whatever the Red Cross can provide to the people of Ukraine. And I am still doing those Sandbox asset auctions. There's been a lot going on, so we will get back to that, I do promise. And those will be announced when they go back up. So anyway, big tangent there. Blue and yellow.
Great tangent, though. Great tangent.
Blue and yellow. This is a slick suit of armor. I need this in my wallet. That's all. That's the whole.
Oh, I love the little.
That's the whole
I
thing.
love the little jetpack and everything.
Yeah, little jetpacks. Oh, like the little. It just looks great all around. I love everything about this outfit. So
Tiny lines, guys. You can make some beautiful things with just simple, like, geometric shapes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
The shading on it's really well done too. It's not just like flat. It just there's some depth to that. It's really cool.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and they did a good job of not making it too bright, because it's very easy to, like, you can see like the white here on the control panel. I'm not saying that the control panel is too bright, but it would be a bit blinding if your character is always like totally enveloped in such bright colors as like what's on the computer screen here. So they did a good job of toning down the brightness.
It kind of makes you look like a robot, so I'm okay with it.
Sorry, Bitlionaires. We don't do Santa giveaways anymore. You're a couple years too late for that. We haven't done a Santa giveaway since 2019. No, it was 2020, but it's been a while. All right, let's see here. We need to read about the imminent danger. We are under attack. Invaders are corrupting the ship. Get to the control room and initiate the defense protocol. Stay away from the corrupted areas. Better hurry. All right, well, we're a little late for hurrying. I don't know. Is there music on this? I turned down the audio. Oop, not the camera sensitivity. Wrong slider to adjust there. Hey, there we go. We got some music. All right, we got to avoid the corruption. Oh, that's what that is. I thought that was just like a marker on the floor. Okay, corruption is the green stuff. So do not touch the green.
Got it.
Ah. So, the first thing to note is that the passageway is very narrow to get a good camera view. Like, everything looks really nice, but I would maybe widen the passage if you can, because it's very difficult to get a good camera angle where you can see without it kind of clipping into the wall.
Oh,
I also need to just get good.
Tyrannosaurus Rex in the chat says thank you for playing my game.
Oh, it's yeah. I'm hoping I can get past this part because I keep on dying on this first jump here. I don't know why I'm trying. I could just skip the whole thing. There we go. I was trying to do it too cautiously.
How skip?
I just did a run jump. Instead of doing all the little jumps in between, I was like, just jump to the end.
Got it.
Protokyle says, this music is forever in my head as the Music Mayhem song. That's relatable. All right. Well, this isn't the control room. Oh. Was there anything? Is this just decorative? If so, that's cool. I mean, I like decorative stuff.
I mean, every game needs it.
Yeah. There we go. This looks like a control room, maybe? No? Ah, here we go. Oh no. Somebody has died.
Oh, wow. Sounds like a lack of control room, if you ask me.
Ooh, that's
boom.
That's sneaky.
Yeah.
There's some corruption right outside the door. It seems that we are about to die, boss. Oh no. Not if I have anything to say about it. I've already died like 10 times, so. It's okay. We'll be all right. Woo! Nice hanger. Did the creator of this game make all of the assets for it?
We can ask him.
Okay, no, it's there's a variety of creators here. Okay. it's a very nicely curated selection of stuff. We got these really awesome looking spaceships here. Good choices of stuff.
Everything matches. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The aesthetic for it all links together kind of perfectly. Oh wow, it's almost like a light bike from Tron. What is that? What's that asset called?
Let's see. It reminds me of stuff from Missing Parts, but I'm not sure. This is the Metaverse bike by The Stalker. Like, not STALK, but STOCKER. Like, somebody who stalks things. That still doesn't work. Things, not people. Let's see. Sci-fi bike on an electric traction, rides above ground level. Not afraid of difficult soils. Okay. All right. I'm guessing we have to go out the airlock. There's no objective in here. Maybe. Oop. Uh-oh. Did I get stuck? Oh. I was able to roll out. This way? That does not look like the way I'm supposed to go.
I don't know. I think you should jump off.
I don't think I was supposed to go out here. I think the doors just work because they have the door behavior by default.
It says airlock, so
Hey,
I mean, if it's not
Newman.
locking, then that's their fault.
Well, we all seem to be either robots or in spacesuits, so I think we're safe of having the airlock open. I'm just not sure where I'm supposed to go from here. Maybe I can jump on one of these things that's moving out here.
Somebody
There's a
said the
ladder.
satellite.
Yeah, I just spotted the ladder, and so the satellite will take us onward.
Okay.
Oh no! Why did I jump? No, it sent me all
wouldn't
the way
you?
back.
Just did die.
I feel die inside. Yeah. No, that was a dumb jump. Shouldn't have done that.
Boldly go where no one has gone before. I mean, that's the mission credo.
To boldly go where nobody should go, the void of space. With nothing beneath your feet. All right. Well, at least it's not. Now that we know the path, it's not that far. Oh, I missed. I thought I could make it. All right. Well, this is cool though. I haven't seen too many people totally delete the land space before to create like a spaceship or like a floating thing. Like it has been done before, but not too many. And it's a refreshing new environment.
Use of the space.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't always have to look like you're adjacent to other lands or anything. It's cool to place it out in space. Speaking of other news, we didn't mention this at all. That if you haven't been following the Sandbox on Twitter to see,
What are you doing?
well, yeah. First of all, what are you doing? You got to fix that. I'm curious what's over here. Just the wing. There's no Easter egg back here. Okay, that's all right.
I mean, I feel like the whole game is one big Easter egg.
It's the roundness of the spaceship. But if you haven't been following the Sandbox on Twitter, then you've been missing out on beans. The door doesn't open?
Tell us about the beans.
I'm a little bit confused. The door's not opening. Do I have to, maybe I have to close this? Ah! That's smart. You have to,
You had to, because it's
you
an
have to
airlock.
close the door. It's an airlock. I'm like, duh.
That makes sense.
That's actually very smart. There's a bathroom.
There's some
There's
spam
somebody-
on YouTube.
There's somebody sitting on the toilet. I feel like
There we go.
I
may have gotten it.
shouldn't interact with that door, but what is happening to this toilet? All right, so
I think you should go for it. They might need assistance.
that is true. It was chilly day on the spaceship, apparently.
That's just what happens when you have all those beans.
Yeah. Spot on. Wow. That looks dangerous. They're all on fire.
Some privacy over here.
There you go.
Sorry. I don't know why robots need to go to the bathroom, but that could explain why the toilets are on fire.
That's humanist, Alex. I don't appreciate it.
Right. We're just advancing some oil changes here. It just looks similar to our primitive toilets.
That's why there's the fire, is to help dispose of the robo waste.
Okay, I can't open the door though. I did see there's a grate over here. Maybe there's a ladder. I didn't see the ladder at first. Very sneaky. I like it. Now where?
Okay, so we have a.
You gotta break it.
We have somebody in the chat today who's not always here. You know, he's a very busy man, but Slaterade's in the chat right now, and he's one of our good friends from over
Slaterade.
at Sandstorm. Yeah, really happy to see him here today. But he's asking for the beans. You did talk about some beans, and then you got distracted.
And then I got distracted. So yeah, well, you can find out all the beans by following the Sandbox game on Twitter.
That's a good point. We're not gonna feed you baby birds. We're gonna teach you how to get that worm.
We're gonna teach you how to hunt.
Okay. My apologies accepted.
So, good question in the chat, and I actually don't know the answer to this.
The Roblox
AS
one?
on YouTube, wondering how advanced the GameMaker is compared to Roblox. I've never played Roblox myself. I was a Minecraft beta player. Actually, no, I think I played since the alpha, actually, in Minecraft. My friends were playing Classic, you know, back when it was the only Minecraft, and they're like, yeah, check this out. And by the time I actually did, it was in alpha. And I never went on to Roblox. I was in college when Minecraft came out, so Roblox was a little like, I don't want to say beneath me because that's not the right word, and I don't mean it like that at all. But it's aimed at a younger demographic than me, right? For the most part.
So I actually do know this one. The GameMaker is both easier and more advanced than the Roblox GameMaker, in my opinion.
Elaborate.
So
I like both of those statements.
Yeah. So with the Roblox GameMaker, there's a lot of API that you have to roll through, and sure, there's gonna be some extra advanced things that you can do, but it's not easily accessible. So with how the GameMaker for the Sandbox works, it kind of just allows you to do what you want, and the Roblox GameMaker, trying to figure out the logics is just such a pain in the butt. It's definitely comparable, but I would say that the Sandbox Game Maker is much easier to learn, and there's, you don't have to have a background in coding.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to scripting. Ugh.
That's I feel like it's a wonderful answer. Thank you. I personally know nothing about Roblox.
I just hit a checkpoint. Literally, like 1 second before I died, I hit a checkpoint. So I see a statement here. Roblox uses the Lua programming language. So yeah, the whole point with the Sandbox Game Maker is that you don't need to use coding. That's the goal.
Right.
Yeah, ultimately, we want to develop it out complex enough where, for users who want to take it to the next level, they could do some coding. But that's not our first priority right now. Our first priority is making a super accessible platform for anybody to build in.
Right. Eventually, scripting will be there, but right now it's not necessary.
Right. Lee Newman says, by the way, I've noticed on my MacBook, it seems like loading times are faster and not making it feel like it's about to catch fire. The previous marketplace frustrations having to buy one by one are gone. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear that things are working better. We're still in alpha. There's still growing pains going on, but oop. What's the best way to approach this? No, I died. I think if I jump from here, there we go. That turns off the lasers. There's some questions in the chat from YouTube, but they're scrolling up faster than I can see them on my screen.
So the same person asked about, we're still on the Roblox v Sandbox conversation. They asked about customization. They said, I feel like in Roblox, you can achieve way more stuff. Like, I feel some games on Roblox can't be made on Sandbox Game Maker. And I can actually handle this one if you want.
Sure.
I was just going to say, maybe right now that's the case, but once again, the Sandbox is still in alpha. So we haven't even released the beta version yet. And so while some things aren't possible yet, or I don't even want to say aren't possible, but just you can't accomplish them yet, they will be available later on down the road. For example, a couple months ago, you couldn't even have your avatar sit down. Now it's one of the features that's built into it. I mean, swimming is about to be added, I should say. It hasn't even been added yet. It's still a feature that's down the road that's, but we can see it over the horizon. So yes. While there are things...
that was Arthur's hacked account.
Exactly. Right. While there are things that we can't do that Roblox can right now, that's not going to be the case for long.
Right. If you want to make that battle royale game, sure, right now you can't do it, but as soon as the multiplayer opens up, I imagine you're going to see a lot of the similar style games from the Roblox accounts.
Yeah, battle royales, projectiles, the whole 9 yards, it's going to be there.
Trying to build that good foundation first.
Yeah.
Changing my camera angle, or rather not changing my camera angle, is how I was able to make it through that hole in the wall. Oh. Made that jump easier.
Oh, classic question. When's season 3?
The answer to that question is actually soon.
Mm-hmm.
When will then be now? Soon.
Yep. Somebody's having issues with the Snoop Dogg tweets, it looks like. Cannot validate because it belongs to someone else. That's I haven't seen that one before. I think, isn't there a Discord channel specifically for people who have difficulties with the tweet stuff?
I can look at that right now. One sec. If there is, I'll drop a link.
All right, what am I not seeing up here? We've got these containers. Is there I feel like I'm missing something really dumb.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Oh, hello, hole. I thought that was glass.
Did you find it?
I didn't find it, but I did just I just fell out of the spaceship.
You guys have any idea when that next land sale is?
After the land polygon bridge is complete.
There you go.
And
so that's gonna be your indicator that it's imminent when land is on polygon.
So no direct dates right now, folks.
If you look at the roadmap that was recently put out, it talks about the land multiplier for the staking pool, and so we have to have the land on polygon for that to be a thing. And so it's a series of steps that are coming into place so that people don't have to continue to backtrack.
Now I can't.
right? And that that marketplace, like Polygon Switch, is happening around the same time, correct?
Alex.
It's yes and no. I mean, there's different factors because it's a different contract. Land is ERC 721. The assets are ERC 1155. So, some of that work I'm sure transfers over, but it's a separate contract. It has to be separately validated by our external auditors for security and stuff. So I don't know how soon assets are following after, but remember, I've said on streams before, why can't I get through that hole anymore? I have said that on streams before.
You jump mid ladder rather than at the top.
I did climb down a little bit. I guess not far enough.
You. As you were saying, though.
From like there. Hey. Okay. Yeah, I had to be like way further down. So I've said on stream before, the roadmap is that all this stuff will be available this year. That's been the goal. So that's still, as far as I know, that hasn't changed. So obviously that doesn't give you like an exact date or anything, but that is what's in the plans right now.
Also, some of the people are asking about like needing to bridge sand over from Polygon to buy in the next land sale. So according to what Alex is saying right now, you don't need to do that because the next land sale will be on Polygon. So if you have M Sand in your wallet and you're wanting to use it for a land sale, just keep it there. No need to transfer it around.
Right. Yeah, the only reason to move M Sand over back to Sand right now is for asset sales.
Marketplace drop.
Excuse me. Good grief. I had like a cough that didn't really want to come out. It was not a fun time.
Turbo Timmy asks if the Sandbox is still doing a raffle to get a chance to mint a land in the next sale or upcoming sales. As far as I know, that was the plan for the next sale, was some sort of a raffle / KYC setup. Is that correct?
I didn't know about that, but there are a lot of things to know now, so I do not know all the things. That sounds like a good Joe question, maybe?
From my understanding, that is the hope for the next land sale. Whether or not it'll be set up then is a good question, and we won't know more information until we get that full migration going.
Okay.
Thank you, Conrad.
That was a Conrad question, apparently.
Hey, it's why I'm hanging out.
There you go.
Also, Roxy Miguel wants to know if they can use the word M-Sand to name a coin in their game that they're doing for the Pororo Game Jam. And they don't want to inflict with any copyright.
So, as far as I know, M-Sand is not a copyrighted term. Like, when we use it, we don't put like a registered trademark symbol on it or anything like that. As far as naming assets, I mean, people have made sand token assets before. I've made several sand coins. So YouTube, why are you tube?
I got it.
I've been getting them each time. Yeah, been trying to snag them as well. They're coming in droves at the moment.
Yeah, it's been the past few streams. It's been like this. It's really bad. No,
just getting more popular. That's what happens. You get more popular, and the porn bots come out. Just how it works.
You build it, they will come.
Yeah, that's how you know you made it.
Anyway, I don't think it's a copyright infringement. The main thing is like you can't trick people into saying, "Oh, this is M Sand." Like, you need to make it clear. Like, I would call it like an M Sand coin or an M Sand
derivative.
Like make it clear that it is. So
you're not actually earning M Sand when they get it.
Right. There's a couple different things that you can do. So you can say this is an you can name the asset like an msand coin or an msand glowing token or something. Like, give it some sort of unique name, because if people just type in msand, they might come across a bunch of other things besides your thing. So you kind of want to make sure that yours sounds unique anyway for your own benefit. On top of that, in your actual game, when people are playing, you can change the name of the pickup item. I don't know if it displays. Last time I used that feature, it did not display everything consistently. Like, in your actual inventory, it would display the original asset name, I think. But if you have like an indicator over it, you can just call it msand there, and that wouldn't be a problem. But in your game, you should not make it sound like people are actually earning msand by collecting the items in your game. Just right, so that way nobody can like play your game and go, hey, you said I was getting msand. Like, they should hopefully know better anyway. Like, that's not a current feature of the game. No.
But to further on to that, Turbo Timmy asked about IPs as far as naming like a podcast with Sandbox in the name. And Sandbox, the word itself, isn't copyrighted by us or anybody affiliated with us. So
that's why the website's the Sandbox Game, or it's the Sandbox Game on Twitter. Is because that term
there was
been
already
around
a sandbox.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Already a word itself, so you should be more than fine to make Turbo Timmy Sandbox.
I would just, we do recommend not using the Sandbox logo as your user icon, because that is typically what scammers do. And so to help differentiate yourself from a scammer, so there's no confusion, we recommend not using the official Sandbox logo as like your user icon, things like that. Because that will, whether your intentions are good or not. Well, I mean, I'm going to assume your intentions are good. But people will accuse it of being that. They'll go, hey, you're imitating staff, basically. I think actually on our Discord, that's bannable. Like, you might get a warning to not use the logo. If your behavior's good, you'll get a warning, but you can get totally banned for using the icon, because it makes it look like you're trying to be staff. So if you use that in the title, I would say something like, the Sandbox Weekend Podcast or the Sandbox Weekly Podcast or whatever. Again, do something with your name so to differentiate it from other things, because there's going to be other people who are trying to also use the Sandbox name in their podcast name.
All right,
you could also add it to the metadata if it's a podcast, you can add it to the description or the metadata as well if you're worried about adding it to the forefront of it. Question for you from Rasul Elder. He asks, on my account, I can now submit my assets for mint. This is new to my account. Mm-hmm. Can you explain?
Yeah, so there was a change to the process. We're actually doing a lot of changes to the dashboard right now as we prepare for Open UGC minting. So right now, it takes some history. So I'm not going to go with right now. I'm going to go back in time first. It used to be that you needed to have an artist account to upload, and then we made it so everybody could upload, but you needed an artist account to request publishing. And we opened that up because we wanted to let people participate in the game jams with their own custom-made assets. The difficulty is that we started getting 800 game jam submissions with 10,000 assets and moderators had to go through and click approve on those manually one by one.
Kind of cumbersome.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Time consuming.
It was a lot of working overnight through the weekend to try to make sure everybody's assets were approved in time to submit for the game jam for multiple people. So we were like, this isn't working anymore. We need to leave it open so that way anybody can can publish. So that was one of the more recent changes. Now you do need an artist account to publish still. That kind of like gates out people like bot farming the marketplace. So you do need to get manual approval to have an artist account, but we give that away freely when people apply to like the game jams and stuff. But you're able to publish all on your own. You don't need a moderator's approval to publish. So as a part of that change, we needed to leave room in there for people to apply for minting, because it used to just be like publishing, and then the artists who had the creator fund artists and the GameMaker fund artists who were supposed to be minting, they would get that approval as part of the publishing process. But now that the publishing process is automatic, they can just do it. They still need that step to get approved for minting. So you can submit your assets for minting if you want, but it's not. It's actually probably grayed out unless you're whitelisted. So if it's grayed out, that means you're not whitelisted. If it is available, then maybe you minted before, or there may be more changes to the dashboard that I haven't seen yet. Just because it's getting updated daily at this point right now. So there's a lot of changes going on. I'm not always able to keep up. I get kind of like a cumulative weekly update, but there may be day-to-day. Yeah, there may be day-to-day things where you may see something today that I haven't seen yet. I'm having a real tough time. My frame rate's like tanking right now, and I have a feeling it's because it's getting warm in the room. I don't have the AC on because it's really, really loud. Yeah, the frame rate's definitely choppier than it was before. Let's see if I can get rid of some stuff that's going on here. We're gonna...
While you're doing that, I got another question I'd like to throw your way.
Sure.
For Woke Zombie asks, is there a known fix to a glitch where multiple counter quests come up at the same time, with some of those quests counting in multiples rather than one, which leads to the quest being completed earlier than intended? You following that, or you want me to read it again?
I think it'll be easier if I read it.
Cool. I will drop it into our chat. Stream chat. Here we go. Boom.
From Woke Zombie, right?
Correct.
Is there a known fix to a glitch where multiple counter quests come up at the same time, with some of those quests counting in multiples rather than one? Oh, okay. So that, I don't think that has to do anything with there being multiple counters. What's likely happening is that you've got items with luck gems on them, because items with luck gems get a chance to pick up multiples. So if you are making a collectible item, check to see what quantity it says for the pickup, because you may be allowing it to have the opportunity to pick up 2 or more items.
Can you set the range for that? Like, can you say 1 to 1 or 1 to 5 or something like that?
I think so. I haven't messed with it in a while. We can take a peek at that after this. The frame rate's really becoming unbearable. I'm gonna have to turn on my AC. I'm gonna try to filter out the noise, but just
go for it.
Bear with me a second, because I think it's just getting way too warm. It's summer in New England, which gets a lot hotter than you might think. 1 second.
Well, in the meantime, how is everybody doing? It's great to be here for an afternoon stream rather than those late night ones.
It's really nice to have you. I'm fantastic. Alex is, according to him, wonderful, just really hot.
Right. I too find him attractive.
All right, I'm gonna mute.
That's it. That is exactly what I meant.
There we go.
Wait, Conrad. Are you Conrad last name on YouTube?
I am.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
All right, Holly's about to run a blender, so I'm gonna mute myself again.
Go for it. Tell Holly I said hi.
There we go.
How's that feel, Alex? Is it better?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like super duper cold. I don't have it on full blast. Wait, did Conrad say Holly?
Yes, he said Holly. Why?
Are there multiple
Alex.
Hollies?
His wife is named Holly.
Isn't your wife named Holly?
No, my business partner over at Voxel Ocean, Holly Voxels.
Okay.
So there are multiple Hollies. I have a Holly. He has a Holly, but his Holly is his wife.
I knew that there was somebody married to a Holly, and you talk about Holly often enough that my brain converged. I just thought there was one Holly. This is there's like a Hollyception going on here.
The pieces are coming together. That's wonderful.
I feel a little embarrassed, but
you shouldn't at all.
No
Not even a
embarrassment.
little bit.
Also, she says, "Hello, everybody. You're all wonderful and beautiful. She loves you all."
Thank you. That's so nice.
Manifesting that good energy. All right, back to the
There you
blender.
go. Back to the blender.
Ugh, this frame rate. Why? Well, I can't even get down. Oh, I did already go down the shaft. Oh.
Newman points something out on YouTube, and he's talking about how you're talking about luck gems and how there's a chance of picking up multiples, and then we picked up multiple Hollies. So that's pretty wonderful.
I went down a shaft. But I did successfully do it. Let's try.
Wait, did you go down the shaft and beat the game? Was that the end of it?
No, I'm not even back to the furthest I've been because I kept falling and yeah, this isn't playable right now. I don't think it's the person who made this' fault. We're gonna try to speed run back, but it's just the frame rate just became way too bad. And I have a feeling it was the heat in the room. I thought I could make it. It's been actually a pretty cool day so far. I woke up to it pouring rain this morning. But
nice.
you know, it's gotten progressively warmer through the day. And as soon as I close my office door and turn on the lights in here, well, at this time of day, the sun is beating on this side, on my corner of the house and the roof that I'm under. So it just becomes really, really hot on this side. So let's see.
Woke Zombie just responded to your comment earlier if you want to read their reply.
I got each item sending an individual message, and once all items are collected, then it sends the message I had for completing the quest, but I still want the quest to show the amount collected accurate and for only one of the quests to be launched and not multiple. I haven't seen a quest being activated multiple times before. That sounds like a GameMaker bug. So if you only have the quest once in your rules, then it should only be happening once. It shouldn't be activating twice. So that definitely sounds like a bug. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
VVox responded and said that actually is a known bug that's been there for a while.
Oh.
That bug has been there for a while. You could use the quote-unquote door mechanic that Cyber Dragon talks about. Haven't tried that yet, though. So apparently it's known and there's a workaround. I'm not sure what they mean by the door mechanic, but if it's from Cyber Dragon, you have to assume that it's solid advice, because
Yeah.
that human is just so stinking smart.
Yeah, he was so smart we hired him for his brain. That's literally how it happened.
I feel like that's a solid resume. Like, hey, why should we hire you? And you just go, it's my brain. I mean, It's really
Have
big.
you,
And
have you
people
seen this thing?
size matters. It's really big. There you go. And they were just like, you know what? You're hired. Come on in.
Big brain time.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would reach out to Peter about that then. That's Cyberdragon's name. So reach out to Cyberdragon. I think it's at Cyberdragon on Twitter. You can reach out to him. He also streams on Twitch with lots of helpful bits and pieces. He's actually in charge of testing like the GameMaker Fund stuff for those people. So he's very good at this stuff.
I didn't know Cyberdragon streamed on Twitch. Now I'm down the rabbit hole of finding his information because that sounds amazing.
Must know everything.
Yeah.
Why can't I close the door? There we go. So yeah, I would ask him about it because it's not an issue that I've directly encountered, so I don't have any helpful tips for that one specifically. But it sounds like he already has a workaround. Also, I can't say when, but 0.7 is very close, and that's gonna hopefully bring a lot of useful bug fixes. So
Yeah. From the whispers that I've heard through the grapevine, it's gonna be really powerful, and it's gonna have a lot of bug fixes, and there's gonna be a lot of utility to it. Also, I just dropped the Twitch link for Cyberdragon in using Restream, and I'm gonna follow him right now. His next stream will be Sunday, June 12th, according to his schedule.
there we go.
Digging it.
He still calls
Hey,
me
Alex.
like a wizard for the GameMaker when he has far surpassed my skill level like a year ago.
I mean, I call you sensei, and you never taught me karate, so...
But I have taught karate though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I taught karate for like 3-4 years.
Okay, so here's the weird thing. When I started calling you that, it wasn't because I knew that fact about you in any way, shape, or form. It just
I don't talk about it too
one
often.
day-
That was a long time ago. That's when I was in high school.
That's pretty awesome. It fits so well.
That was my first teaching gig. Sort of.
Wait,
That
you
was
said
my-
first teaching gig, meaning you've had multiple teaching gigs?
Almost every job that I've had, I've been teaching in some way or another.
Okay. What else have you taught?
I was a tutor and teacher's aide for the graphic design and fine art departments at my college.
Okay.
So I would sometimes deliver lectures. I would just tutor and help during like open studio and lab times. This wasn't really like a teaching job, but when I was doing graphic design, I oftentimes had to train people. Oh no, it's going back through all that. No, I need a checkpoint. I need a checkpoint after.
Are you back at the... Oh, okay.
No, just the specific section of jumps, like, just, it's tough. It's tough, and I would like a checkpoint somewhere, like.
Hey,
here.
Alex.
What's up?
The chat wants to know what belt you are. I'm thinking you're a blue belt because, Wizzy.
No, I did get my first degree black belt in Shorin-ryu Shorin-kan Okinawan style karate.
Oh, snap!
My wife is a second degree black belt in Tang Soo Do, which is like a Korean offshoot of the same karate that I took. So
Wow.
back when the Japanese conquered Korea, they brought karate with them, and that's where Tang Soo Do and Taekwondo and several other martial arts come from. So when you do like a traditional Japanese style and you go to like a Korean style, it's like very familiar. It's like deja vu. It's like, I know this sort of, but like you're hand might be rotated 90 degrees different way or something. It's really weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so if you ever want to throw hands, just head on over to Alex's house because they're ready for you.
I've never actually been in a proper fight. I tend to avoid it.
Okay, so
I would rather not. No, I don't think I will.
Alex is on security duty in NYC, says Hoddle Hill over on Twitch, and I'm gonna feel so safe hanging out with him.
No! I did all the timing except for that last jump. No!
So close.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
close.
that was so. I mean, there's stuff that you remember your whole life. Like, I could probably still kick something really, really hard. I would end up hurting myself in the process, though. But, like, you know, I haven't done karate in 12 years, 13 years, something like that.
Okay.
That's right. If you never fight and you know karate, you learned well. That's right. I mean, I was always more about the katas than sparring anyway. Like, that was just my thing. I never liked sparring. I didn't like all the gear, really. Like, if we did like sort of like grappling stuff, like that was fun. I liked, you know, punching the bag and stuff, but I never really got into the. I've got like a weird thing where I'm gonna give away all my secrets in case anybody ever wants to attack me. I have like a weird thing where like I kind of flinch, where this is why I was never good at baseball. Like, when there's a baseball coming towards me and I have to swing a bat, it's like I don't comprehend what happens within like a meter of my face. I just like swing the bat and like hope for the best. I have no idea what's gonna happen. So I can throw the ball like really, really far. Like I was never on a team, but I would play with friends in a big lawn. And you know, I'd throw all the way across the lawn as hard as I could, and with decent accuracy, but I could never ever bat, and I was not great at catching. So I get
really
like
good
a
at
flinch.
catching.
I was not very good at catching.
I'm amazing at catching. Like,
Okay,
as
so
center
I'll
fielder,
throw, you catch.
but that's the thing. I can't really throw. I kind of destroyed my arm at one point, and so like all the joints you need to throw, they kind of click together now. So
Okay. Well, you heard my neck
so-
last time we streamed, right? I just, you know.
Yeah, it sounded like how do I put this? A magical creature was removing bones through your ear.
Ew.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It was terrifying.
Yeah. So yeah, I did all the karate stuff. There's stuff I remember. There's probably more I've forgotten. Definitely out of shape. Never kept up with that. Alex seems like a flincher. Yeah. No, it's more like I Leroy Jenkins everything. Like,
Ooh.
I go in for that
Okay.
jump, and I'm like, maximum power. We're just gonna hope we make it through. Like,
You know, I gotta say, I love the fact that the Leroy Jenkins is still a thing. Like,
I mean,
I really hope
how
that's
can
one of
it
those
not?
memes that just never dies.
It's already been around. Forever, at least 10 years.
It needs to stay
Yeah.
forever. I wonder
It's-
what he's up to now.
He definitely died in that raid.
I mean, he's obviously crushing it, but I just want to know, crushing it doing what? Because with that mentality, you know
Running
he's
in
just...
blind.
Long live Leroy Jenkins. Absolutely. Oh, hey, Alex.
What's up?
How about that giveaway?
How about it?
How about it?
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Dropping it in Restream now. And I will manually go drop it on Twitter.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint, please. Give me a checkpoint. Come on, man. I just need a checkpoint. If there's not a checkpoint somewhere soon, I'm gonna rage quit.
Ooh.
Somebody give me a checkpoint. Anybody? I'm like super afraid of doing anything right now. Are you? No! I didn't even touch it. I jumped over it. No.
So, Mr. Pizza Man says they made a Hearthstone card and added his gravestone in WoW back in the day. Ah, impressive. And Alex, I just wanted to say, rip.
F's in the chat for my life.
Oh, let's all show Alex some support here. He's having a rough day. He's having a rough day.
At least I got the AC blowing on me now. It's not so hot. Opened up the
and we
side
can't
of my
even hear
computer.
it.
Yeah,
you can't even hear it.
I turned on the. You should see how much filtering I've got going on right now.
I can imagine.
So much filtering. This whole blue line is just taking everything out. But all right, let's go. And I opened up the side of my computer too, so I've got the AC actually blowing into my case right now.
Oh wow, that's bold.
Yeah, well, I've got a Fractal 7. I think is what
I don't know
is.
what that means.
It's a computer case, but it's very easy to open up. It's just got like magnetic clasps, so you just like grab a tab on the side and just take the side right off. And now the AC is pointing into it,
and that is how it's done.
And that is how you cool down your computer on a hot summer day. I guess it's not technically summer yet, is it? When's the first day of summer?
I have no idea. I thought it was summer like 9 years ago.
I mean, it was. And then it was winter, and then it was summer, and then it was winter, and then it was summer, and then it was winter, and then
one
it was summer.
long summer. It's like the reverse of Game of Thrones, you know? Yeah.
It's the opposite of Narnia. Always summer and never 4th of July, or...
Wait, they talk about 4th of July in Narnia?
No, it's in Narnia, it was always winter and never Christmas. And so for you, it's always summer and never Memorial Day. Or it's always
we go
summer.
4th of July.
And then, okay, 4th, yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, for my family, it's
summer.
like any excuse to grill is a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't even need holidays for grilling. We just grill because it's a nice day outside.
I like it.
Got to get your monthly dose of charcoal carcinogens. Tasty carcinogens.
Yeah.
They're always like, don't use a gas grill. It's better for your health. I'm like, but it doesn't taste as good, and it doesn't smell as good.
Oh, gas grills have such a pungent like aroma to them.
I don't like the smell of propane. You're not supposed to like the smell of propane. You smell propane, you know danger.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm not saying I like it. I'm saying that it's something that I am not a fan of.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. But charcoal, just all day. Maybe not all day. It would lose its specialness if it was all day.
Yeah, I mean, you can't eat candy for every single meal and then expect to enjoy it.
Yet I do. No, I didn't mean to roll.
Question from Flavius9090 over on Twitch. He says, "Hi Alex, in the Sandbox game stream on 6/3, news, and earn yourself some crypto. I won the hat but didn't receive it yet. Can you let me know?" Basically, they're asking
which day was it?
On 6/3. So it sounds like it was actually Joe's show, the GMAE show.
6/3 would have been. So I sent out everything that all the wallet addresses I had on. So I've got a spreadsheet with all the winners. everything that I had got sent out on Monday. So if there's a missing one, then I need to get the address from Joe.
Yeah, and that was
gonna
oh,
look
you
for
sent it on Monday the
6:40.
6th. Gotcha.
Yeah. So if it was on the 3rd, then it wasn't in the sheet because I did all the other ones. I keep track of all the Etherscan links. I get reimbursed for the gas because it adds up. So I keep very careful track of what gets sent out and when and stuff. So if it didn't get sent out on Monday, then I don't have the address for it. But I will ask Joe about it after the stream and make sure that I get that.
Jump all over it.
No. So there's two major struggles that I'm having. The one is the camera, which obviously there's only so much that can be done with the camera settings, but just the narrowness of the passageways is what kind of makes it hard to see what you're doing. And the other thing is there's got to be another checkpoint somewhere in there where I died after the lasers steps. I mean, there's got to be a checkpoint after that. That's a challenging spot. I was able to do it okay, but there's going to be other people who are just not going to get the feel for the timing down.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, for me, it's playing consistently enough to get to those lasers. Once I get to those lasers, that they actually weren't that bad for me, but I know that would be other people would have a difficulty with that spot. So you really want a checkpoint after those lasers, I think. The ones that slide back and forth, that is. All right, we're gonna do this.
Are we?
We are.
Okay, that was a serious question. I wasn't implying anything.
You're always the optimist. I would have been like, I don't think we're gonna do this, and you're like, I don't like that kind of attitude.
That does sound like something I would say. Oh, not Jackie Chan in the house.
Hey, not Jackie Chan. All right, laser time.
You got this, dude.
Yes, thank you. Tabail Humano? I'm not sure how to say that. Tabail Humano? I think.
Humano.
Humano.
L. Humano. So close.
Okay, I'm back to the part I was at.
Oh. There's a robot just sitting in the corner.
Not giving me a checkpoint.
Well, how do you know? Have you talked to him?
Just nothing happens.
Oh,
there is a
let's
duck.
say-
There's a duck. Is he wearing glasses? Is that what's going on there?
Is the duck wearing glasses or the
It
robot?
looks like the duck is wearing glasses.
Oh yeah, Bug Life.
All right. Where is the battery? I'm afraid to jump over these blocks again, but
I feel like that's well earned.
made it. Please stand by. Is this the battery? Can I grab it?
I mean, it's pretty big. I'd say
Looks
go
like a
for
battery,
it.
but
I bet you got a bag of holding on you somewhere. Just smash it in there.
oh, there's a thing that says open over there. Oh, wait.
Tabail
I see it.
Humano says, "Take the stairs. You are under the stairs." Also, you want to see something cool? My water bottle is green, and because of the green screen, it's disappeared.
Your water is clear.
I love it. I don't know why it's so entertaining, but it is.
It is cool seeing the refraction through it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I died, but I got it.
What did you get?
The battery. I think I can go back this way. I don't think I have to go back through everything again.
Well, maybe that's why there's not a checkpoint, because once you get it, you're just
well,
back
yeah,
where you
but
need to be.
I was right between that path and the battery, so maybe.
Gotcha.
Or no, do I have to go back through it all?
1 second. It seems like somebody's saying you might.
No. I was so happy I got the battery, and then I have to do the whole thing again.
You see what you guys did? You went and you broke Alex. Thanks a lot. It's gonna take me like a month to put him back together.
All right.
The checkpoint was just at that door.
Yeah, but I died in the process of grabbing the battery because it's surrounded by corruption.
So I'm curious. I know there was like somebody in the chat that was talking about being one of the people who made the game. It was like T-Rex, and now there's Tabile Humano, and it also seems like Holy Morphe might be involved with the game as well. So who all
this
was
one specifically?
involved? Yeah, who all was involved with the production of this game? If you're here and you're in the chat, let us know. Okay, so Tabile Humano says, I made it. Did you make it with other people? Oh, they updated their name. That makes sense.
The human made it. And maybe they were just other players who had gotten past these points.
Their name was Tyrannosaurus in the chat a little bit ago. They changed it to Tabile Humano.
Oh, okay.
Am I saying that right? I don't know if I am.
So I'm starting to get the frame rate stutter again. It might be. Oof. I'm wondering if maybe there's something spawning in the background. Because typically I can play a game in the sandbox for multiple hours and not have a noticeable change in the frame rate. But if something keeps on spawning, or like too many things are interacting, it can cause some frame rate stuttering later on.
Is this something that you can, is this an issue you can hone in on as a game maker? Like, is there a way, is there analytic tools, or is there something that is provided within GameMaker that'll show you where
there's no analytics yet.
Okay.
But that is on the roadmap. Analytics tools are on the roadmap, so hopefully we will get those soon. Oh, yeah, that's what's doing it.
What?
That's something's spawning all these physics balls that are bouncing down on the ground. That's why my computer was the frame rate was dropping, because it just keeps on dropping more little glowy orbs into that pile. So the frame rate's going to keep on going down until those are gone.
So what is causing them to drop? Is that something that the game's doing, or is that something you did in the game?
It's something to do with the game logic. Like I don't think there's a way for me to stop that.
Gotcha.
All right. So you got to do it fast enough before your frames drop too low. That's the incentive to speed up.
I mean, that could be part of the game.
All right.
You got a timer.
Did we find that other game, the one that used to be on page 26?
Did not, but there are other games that I have pulled up. The one that used to be on 26 is Glowbox Run. Give me a few seconds and I'll pull that up.
Okay, because it's just about dinner time for the fam.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking we'll play this one again Wednesday next week if we can get a void on those objects that are falling, because that will have a huge impact on frame rate. Because it's the low frame rate's making me like walk into the walls, where it's like it's not even a jump. I'm touching the wall because I can't keep myself from sliding around.
Glowbox Run is on page 29 to 30.
All right, let's check that out real quick. We'll revisit this one on Wednesday, hopefully after a void on that particular thing and one more checkpoint at the battery.
Yeah, they said they're gonna fix it and they're gonna add a new checkpoint just for Alex.
All right, let's try 29. They said that one's quick. We're gonna take real long on it. What was it called one more time?
Glowbox Run on page 29-ish.
There it is. On page 31 by Hengame ST. While you are overcoming various obstacles, you have to escape from the wall of death that comes after you. All right. Sounds a little bit like Fall Guys, kind of.
Pretty straightforward. Don't die. Got it, coach. Ooh, we got a question in the chat that I actually would like to throw at you.
Okay.
Armadillo. That's clever. They said, Alex, what feature are you most excited for in 0.7? Is that something you can discuss? And if so, lay it on us.
Sure. Well, I think a lot of features have been mentioned before, even if even if they are not released yet. So Run! This is good. I like this. It's got that no. Definitely feels like Fall Guys kind of stuff. I dig it. Ooh, okay. That just increased the difficulty a lot right there. Oh my god, YouTube, get a life.
Got it. Oh wow, that was a fast game. Wait, game over? Oh no, never mind.
I lost.
I thought it was like you already won. Like, wow.
Yeah, and we're gonna. I'm sorry, chat. This is YouTube's fault. We're gonna not show the chat while it's getting all full of junk. So I can't pick a favorite feature because there's so many good ones. So we're planning on video audio streaming in 0.7. Swimming is on the way, probably not in the first build of 0.7. It's not in the version I have right now, but it's on the way. Sitting's cool. You know what I like about sitting is you can sit yourself down inside like some tall grass and like hide. Like that adds. Yeah,
we were unintentionally playing some hide and go seek earlier.
Conrad was having such a hard time finding me. I had to go find him.
It's true.
It's fair.
Now, users, I think you can still see your username above people's heads, so it's not like it's a perfect hiding, but it does make things more interesting, and certainly there's going to be more opportunities to kind of like pop down beneath a wall or something. Crawling and crouching are supposed to be on their way. There's gonna be improved combat mechanics. I'm not sure this is coming to 0.7, but presets was promised to come back. Presets is probably one of the most important things that we have. For those who remember what presets are, you know what a big deal they are. So like I said, I'm not sure if that one's on the roadmap for 0.7 or if it's for 0.8, but it is coming back at some point. What else is in 0.7? We're looking at like swimming, updated lighting with dynamic lights. I mean, lots of crazy stuff. So my favorite feature is going to be the new little thing in the top right corner that says release Windows Player 0.7.00. That's going to be the best thing, is just seeing that up in the corner while I'm live streaming.
Why is that? Is it because it's not all the numbers, the string of numbers?
No, it's
Literally just the release.
Literally just the name of the release. You can see it right now. It says 0.6 up at the top.
Gotcha.
So that's I was joking. It's like that's not going to be the best feature, but
hey, it's satisfying though, nonetheless.
It'll be extremely satisfying because there's so many features that I'm looking forward to.
This game is really cool.
I'm most excited.
It's like Fall Guys meets Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, yeah, I
really
can see
like
that.
the camera angle gives that feel. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
Conrad,
I'm most excited about
there you go.
the advanced clambering that's going to be happening. It's messing with a lot of stuff, but
it is so weird to get used to.
What's clambering?
Like climbing around on stuff.
Right.
Okay.
So as you're walking upstairs right now in games, you have to jump with every single step, but now it's going to allow you to just kind of walk at it, and you'll do like a bit of a slide up the steps as if your feet were to move normally. So you kind of clamber up it without you having to do anything but press forward, which is so nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. There've been a lot of times where I'm trying to do something and I get stuck because I can't do that. I'm just expecting to be able to like push forward to go through whatever I'm working on, and it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that'll be really cool. Oh, so close, Alex.
Shh. We don't talk about it.
What are we not talking about?
Nothing.
Exactly.
The biggest thing I'm gonna miss in 0.7 is being able to slide up things. Our goofy physics got fixed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Which means that it's gonna be a lot harder for me to break all your games. Oh. So it's a good thing, and it's also the end of an era.
Rip sliding.
We'll find a new glitch, don't worry.
Oh yeah.
If anybody will, it's the three of you.
We're gonna be working so hard to find glitches.
You want to tell us some more about that?
No.
Okay. I just
maybe
it was a statement, so I thought I'd ask a question. But if there's nothing to follow up with it, then
I mean, I've always been
right
testing
now.
the GameMaker, so
yeah,
right. But I haven't been.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe we'll save some. We'll save some beans for NFT NYC.
Okay.
What's this maze gonna do? Oh, I was so scared that maze was gonna change at the end, and it didn't.
I expected a brick
so relieved
right at the final moment.
Oh, you won! Victory! Well done.
Oh man, it was not a
really
glitch,
cool
but
experience.
a feature. Yeah, I like that. I want more of that. This will be great when we have racing mechanics for multiplayer. That's another thing I'm excitedly looking forward to. So, all right. Did we announce the winner of the hat drawing?
We didn't. It actually just crossed 100, so turning it off now.
All right.
Yeah. This one took a little bit.
Yeah. Well, let's try to break this, because I was trying to play legit. Let's see what I can do to mess with this. So, we don't have a lot of choice but to run through this first part. Let's see what I can do to make it go wrong in the second part here.
I'm digging it.
So I have a feeling. No. Okay, good. I thought maybe I didn't know that this wall would pop up. I had a feeling that maybe I could double back, and I cannot. So that is good. You already thought of that one.
But can you trick the wall?
It's difficult with the timing to see. I might be able to. I think the trigger's far enough forwards for it that I'm not gonna have enough time to double back. Oh! Yeah, when it actually goes off, there's no time to spare.
It seemed like it was on a timer, so you might have to sit in there just a second and then run back.
I felt like it happened when I got far enough forwards, because I was just standing there for a good 30 seconds. Like the first one's on a timer, it like forces you forwards, but this second one here, like I can just hang out here. I mean, I can even go back and forth like this, but as soon as I get far enough forwards there,
Okay.
it's like
Proto Kyle 6 said, I had one of the sliding blue walls push me inside the border wall once.
That sounds painful.
Now, are these all moving platforms, or is this an asset that is doing this? Because this has got to be an asset moving, because I imagine this many moving platforms would break the game. Oh. Okay, it might trigger close enough that I could ride that wall to the top and then be like on top of the walls. Maybe. I don't know what the collision blocks are like there. Oh, hey guys! Hi, Maddox. Oh. It's hard to get that timing just right.
Is Maddox in our chat, or is he just in the chat? I thought I heard his voice for a second. I was like, I am really confused right now.
No, that was me saying, "Oh, hey guys."
Yeah, master manipulator over here.
Let's say I am really impressed.
I'm actually not a real person. I am just Maddox of Furia's puppet.
Right.
I thought you were going to say something like, spirit animal or. I don't know.
No, Maddox of Furia knows all the actual beans. He's just hiding them from everybody.
What a jerk.
I was literally going to say that.
Thanks a lot, Maddox.
What a jerk.
Okay. You still going, Alex? You got a little quiet there for a second.
I'm just trying to find ways to break it.
Concentrating.
And it's hard because everything's pretty much perfectly straight up and down, so there's not a lot of leeway here. Ooh, hey. So the wall of death is not quite wide enough to keep me from going behind it there. Show is all about Alex and Lucas now. What?
Huh?
Joe's black and white because he's history. What? Joe is black and white? Where?
There's an emote now.
Oh, got it. Well, yeah, I mean, Joe started his own show. That's why he's not here. You know, Joe and Conrad have been doing the good morning, afternoon, and evening show. Joe is spending more time streaming than ever. Doing a show, what, 5 days a week?
6 technically.
There you go. So, yeah. He's always welcome back here. As former
Speak for yourself.
every time co-host. Okay. Fine then. I guess
it's too
not.
easy. It's too easy.
What happened? I missed something. I was deduping.
Oh, and
I said
I'm panning-
Joe's always
panning
welcome
Joe.
back here. And
Did
taking
Conrad
over
tell
the
you he
show.
is not?
he said, "Speak for yourself."
He's like, we don't want that guy to sit here.
It's like
So-
you are never talking. I never want you to talk to my son again. Or whatever that meme is. And it's Conrad just angrily glaring at Lucas and me with Joe moping. Oh, I want to play with my friends. Conrad doesn't let it happen anymore. It's all Conrad's fault.
I'm cool with that. That sounds like fun. Ice Pilot, we'll take him back if we have to.
All right, the deduping process is done. I have that winner found. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for this?
I said it, and then in my head I heard it, and that's why I paused. Yeah. Congratulations goes out to Volgem over on YouTube. You have won yourself Wizzy's green hat. It is a green hat today, correct, Alex?
It is a green hat.
Lucky.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yes, it's a lucky green hat.
Lucky green hat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, does that mean it's got a bunch of luck gems in it?
I think it's got 2 luck gems. I think it's rare.
So does that
right?
mean if you pick it up, it could potentially duplicate?
Yes, as far as game logic goes. So we do want to increase the number of ways that gems interact with behaviors. So right now, luck typically has to do with like perception. So you'll find on most NPCs, luck affects their ability to sense enemies or sense whatever the thing is that particular NPC is supposed to be looking for on the map. So we could implement things like increased, and this is just me like making stuff up. This is not promised features, but this is the stuff that I would like to see happen. And as we get into visual scripting, these are the kind of things that you could potentially program for yourself, whether or not the sandbox makes it officially. Things like increased minimap size. If you do like a fog of war thing in the minimap, you get a wider range, maybe sensing enemies on the minimap or seeing what direction they're facing, things like that. So there's lots of possibilities.
So we got to play around with some of how the rendering is now working at a distance. There's now an actual draw distance on it for textures, at least for wall textures with 0.7, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't notice that yet. I mean, you're gonna have to point that out to me later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great. Thank you, Conrad, for joining us, hanging out, helping answer questions. Thank you, Lucas,
Absolutely.
for running that giveaway. Running away with
The
our
stuff.
hearts. And and answering questions as well.
That was surprisingly
Save states for
that was unexpected.
experiences. Yes, we do need save states for experiences. Without the ability to save, you'll want to make your game smaller and shorter. And I like long games. Most of the games that I play are 50+ hour games. I don't think saves are on the roadmap for 0.7. Saves are a very complicated thing to implement, especially with UGC, because saves are just complicated in general, because it's like, is it going to save the actual coordinates of physical objects, that you kick around because of the physics? Like, is it going to save that? that's something you need to know, because what if you have a game like the first one that we were playing, Space Maze, and it's constantly spawning physics objects like that, so much that your computer is slowing down. You save each of those instances to a save file with their position data. Your save's gonna balloon up in size until you get, your save game is like a gig. Not ideal. And then loading it back into RAM to recreate that exact moment in the game. So there's a lot of aspects to making saves work, but one thing that you can do now, but before saves are a possibility, is add chapter shortcuts. So you're making all your quests, like what logic you need to get your quests up to a certain point, and maybe you can have something at the beginning of your game that says, hey, if you played this before and want to skip ahead, we've got 4 chapters for you to pick from. Pick which one you want to jump to, and maybe selecting from the asker behavior which chapter you want to jump to will, in rapid succession, activate all the messages needed to advance your quest to a certain point and then teleport the player to where they need to be. That's one possibility. Or maybe you don't need to activate all the previous quests. You just activate the quest to get to that specific point, so it's not counting the quests before it. Either one of those. I
was gonna say, if you just have each one of the quests being kind of like its own individualistic item, when you, like, for example, in Alpha Season 2, I played Dracula's Castle and I beat everything all the way up until Dracula. And when I went back through it, I didn't have to beat, like, there was one of the quests was glitching out a little bit, so I couldn't play it the second time through. And I didn't have to play it and beat all of them coming up to Dracula to get that 100% completion, because I'd beaten it before, so it was registered in my account as a win already. I'd already completed it, so all I had to do was I skipped a bunch of the quests. I went right to Dracula, and then I beat him. And then I had that 100% completion.
Right. So if your game is in an alpha and has those alpha quests, you will not want to have the quests complete from a chapter skip, because then somebody who says, yes, I want to skip to the end chapter, and then all of a sudden all these quests activate and complete in rapid succession, and it beats the alpha for them. Right.
Yeah, we wouldn't want.
So in that case, you don't want that. You would want to just skip ahead, teleport them to the place they need to be, and then turn on the quest that's relevant to that moment, without auto completing the previous quests. So that would be the way to do it if it's part of like a seasonal event. But you could activate and complete the quests if you were trying to, if that's just the way you wanted it to work, to get to that moment in the game. So I'm just giving some different ideas here for making that work. But yeah, definitely I want saves. Saves are good. Saves are also a very complicated thing.
Yeah.
And especially now while we're in alpha, you got to keep in mind, the GameMaker version is changing. You do a save in one version, then the GameMaker updates. Person updates their GameMaker, they go to play, and then they try to load their save, and everything's broken or something. There's going to be a lot of complexities there. So I know that save games is something that we want for the future. I would not expect it too soon. Because there's a lot of other things in the way. I would focus on making some shorter, more digestible, quickly digestible, quickly consumable experiences. There we go. That's not digestible, consumable experiences. Things that you can play in like 30 minutes to an hour, instead of yeah, Razul, I see them. We're trying to get rid of those. It's just,
I got it.
Yeah, they're back.
The weird part is it doesn't delete their name.
Yeah, that's why they do it that way. So you always see it. It's a little rough, almost melted Joseph's face. Okay, I'm gonna have to check out what is it?
Oh,
Falling to Victory.
Oh, goodness gracious. Please no.
Well, not right now. Not right now. It's dinner time for me. All right.
Oh no. Just warn me before you put that on screen because I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Oh no.
Why not?
It was
Some bad
it was
memories
too
here.
intense. It was too intense.
All right.
Really?
You know what's
Alex,
too
get
intense?
out of here. You got to go eat food.
Just
Circus
real quick.
fire.
You know what's too intense is I started playing Half-Life Alex on a Valve Index,
Oh,
and
man.
it's like, do you want to use the teleporting? I'm like, no, I don't want to use the teleporting. I want to use the fluid motion, so you can walk around with the thumbstick with the headset on while you're standing still. I almost fell over. I don't get motion sickness. I don't. It's not like I got used to it pretty quickly, but it's a weird feeling when all of a sudden the room moves, but you're standing still and your body is like, I'm falling. Let me compensate by leaning the opposite direction. It's like, whoa, no.
Timber.
Just make sure you do a seizure warning before you play not Jackie Chan's game.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out off stream first.
I want you to play it just so you can feel the same pain. But
now I really want to play it. Now I really want to play it.
Seizure warning to everybody.
Yeah. Whenever it's like people may experience feelings of nausea, discomfort. Do not attempt if you're pregnant or under the age of whatever. I'm like, yes, this is my ride.
I'm all over this.
All right, thank you, everybody. We will see you again on Saturday. Well, Conrad, do you guys stream Wednesdays? I don't remember now.
Not normally, but
not normally. Sometimes you did last week.
Up to it, then I would love to.
Well, yeah, just follow Conrad and Joe on Twitter. Maybe Conrad can pop those ats in the chat, and just keep an eye out. You never know when they're going to go live. You could also just follow at the Sandbox Game on Twitter. It will always announce when the live stream goes up. All right, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. We'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody.